this place should do fine. Come on. Don't step in the path of your betters, old man. Remember.
See?
Not a gun holster in sight.
Guess it was worth our trip.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
That gun in your belt. I say you don't have the guts to use it.
If you're looking for trouble, I think I can give you everything you want.
I say you're a coward. I say I can smell it from here.
You can't talk to me like that.
You calling me a liar? Self-defense, I call it. They drew first. All right, gentlemen. By way of introduction, we're called the Denvers. Matt, Tiny, Pecos. Now, the truth is, they became so well acquainted with us back home, we decided to take a little trip. Sort of a missionary trip, you might say. And we brought you good people something from the States. It's an American game. It's called slapping leather. Now, those who cooperate with us get protection. In return, we take a small percentage of what comes into the town and what goes out. Now, we'd like to have a unanimous vote on this. All those in opposition, step forward. Well, now that's settled. Now, you gentlemen take the dissenting parties outside. You with the apron.
Yes, sir.
Drinks run a house.
You mean without charge, sir?
Of course, if you have some objections.
Oh, no objection, sir. Not at all.
Cobb & Company will look into it for you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Cobb.
Bye. Dan, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be taking a stage through to Bathurst.
That's right, but I got turned back outside of town. There's a barbed wire toll gate right across the road.
A toll gate? Well, that's illegal. We carry the Royal Mail. No town has the right to impose a toll on a government contractor.
That isn't the town, Chris. A gang of men called the Denvers have taken over. No one can come in or out without paying a toll.
What about the police? Haven't they been notified?
The townspeople are too scared to make a complaint. These men are gunslingers from Texas.
Hmm?
That's in the United States.
Yeah, I know. Well, they can't hold up the Royal Mail, and I can't wait for the town to get a constable. Better tell Mike to saddle my horse.
Well, I'll come with you.
No, you wait. Somebody has to look after the office.
Chris.
Huh?
You can't face these men by yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. You see, Texans never leave Texas. And if they're not Texans, they're not so tough.
wagon, 1 driver, 4 sheep, 15 shillings.
Making it a bit steep, aren't you?
Come on, give. All right, Tim, open up the barrier.
Mr. Denvers, I've been practicing. Watch this.
Well,
I know I'm not as fast as you.
you want to learn something, son? Just keep your eyes open. Single horse, rider, 4 shillings. Tim, where's your father?
In his office, Mr. Cobb. Said he expected you to show up. Mr. Cobb runs the stage line.
Well, now, I reckon you're here to talk business. All right. We let new clients in free. Tim?
Under the circumstances, I think I better pay the full amount. Keep the change.
There's not a man in town who's willing to stand up against these Denvers. Some even pretend to admire them. Thank you, John.
It's a pleasure, sir.
All right. There are a lot of fawning, toadying fools who actually believe they're buying protection of some sort.
One thing I don't quite understand. If these men were such top guns in the States, what are they doing here? Why leave an established reputation?
We've all seen them draw, Mr. Cobb. There's no doubt about their speed. Yeah. I had a lot of trouble getting this for you.
What do you mean?
Your gun and holster.
What for?
But you're an American. You're the only one who can stop them.
Being an American doesn't make me any more of a quick-draw artist than you are. Mr. Perkins, one of the things that I liked best about Australia when I first came here was the fact that you didn't have to wear a piece of iron on your hip to prove you were a man.
But you can't go unarmed, Mr. Cobb. They'll provoke you into a fight. That's their method.
Wearing one of these won't help any.
Look, Mr. Cobb, we're in trouble. Some folks see a lot of glamour in this fast draw thing.
That's my point. Sure, I can strap this on, go out on the street, maybe I can even beat the Denvers. But you know what'll happen the next day? Every man in town will be wearing one of these. It's ugly and stupid and vicious, Mr. Perkins, but it could catch on.
Yes, I know. You must have seen my boy Tim down there by the toll gate.
That's exactly my point.
What are we going to do?
I don't know yet. I do know that this is not the answer. I only hope there is one.
Good evening, Mr. Cobb.
Evening.
How many cards?
3.
Bet a pound. Denvers? I'll have 3. Good card, sir?
I'm fair satisfied. You taking any?
I'm playing these.
5. And I'm betting my entire poker on this hand, Mr. Denvers. 15 more.
Right. Now, let's see.
Quartet. 4 deuces.
Too bad. Royal flush. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10 of hearts.
10 of hearts. But that just don't work out. I've got the 10 of hearts here, my 5th card.
Nothing I hate worse than a cheater, sir. We have a little dance back home. We keep it specially for cheaters. I'm gonna show you the steps right now.
Matt, Christopher Cobb, a big man, owns the stage line.
Well, Mr. Christopher Cobb, huh? So big his drivers won't even pay a little toll.
Well, no, it's not exactly that.
Now, what is it, though?
Well, it's just that the town smells so bad lately that my drivers won't risk offending the passengers.
Now, look here.
I have been looking. I've been trying to puzzle you out all evening, Mr. Denvers. Now I think I understand.
Never mind that. You want to discuss business?
I've seen your kind in the States before. Second-rater. Fast, yes, but never quite fast enough. The kind of swaggering phony that people laugh at up there. A saddle tramp. Man who wants to be number one so badly he's traveled 5,000 miles to a smaller pond.
Hey, Gus, give him a gun. I'll show him how fast I am.
Oh, the fastest down here, I suppose. But without that gun, you're just a laughable little man. And that worries you more than anything in the world, doesn't it?
You won't find nothing funny in this, mister.
No, thanks. I'd rather you didn't call this one self-defense. You see, we hang murderers down here just the same as they do in the States.
Take it.
No, thanks.
Stick it in his belt. I'll make him fight.
In the back? Or can't you guarantee this many witnesses?
I'll make you take a gun, mister. Dance. Go on, dance! Right, Tiny. Do it your way.
Sorry, I don't feel like dancing tonight.
You need another drink. A little fresh air. What's the matter? Did you hear anything, Pecos?
I didn't hear anything, Matt.
You. Did you hear anything?
No, sir.
Well, then why don't we all relax?
Mr. Denvers,
Yeah?
you'd better come quickly.
It was Cobb who done this. With a boomerang. I'll kill him. Not now.
It's too dark. Too many places he could hide. We'll get him in the morning.
The human beings, they're not invincible. And they can be stopped without a gun.
You haven't proved a thing to me, Mr. Cobb. If anything, killing one of them has only made it worse.
How much more proof do you people need?
Show me someone faster with a gun. That's the only proof I look at.
Oh, anyway, the Denvers aren't so bad. Well, even with all those free drinks, my business is still pretty good.
You don't really believe that.
Well, what else can we believe? Nobody helps us, so we have to pay the Denvers.
That's right.
That's what Mr. Denver says. Why run sheep when people run easier?
You be quiet, Tim.
Look, Mr. Cobb, what happened last night was just a lucky fluke. Matt Denvers could have shot you down in that saloon any time he wanted to. Now that you've killed his brother, they're really out looking for you.
Look, I'm sorry, Mr. Cobb, but I'm scared. I've got a wife and kids, and I've got to get out of here before they start looking for us.
Like Mr. Denver says. Just takes a bit of guts to wear one of these.
Tim, I told you to be quiet. You keep out of
Don't
this.
push me around! I told you before, I'm not your little boy anymore, you hear me?
Listen to me, Mr. Brave Man. You only know one way they fight in the States. I think it's about time you learned another one. Have you got a knife?
Yeah.
Well, get it out. Give me your left arm. Mr. Perkins, tie us up. Go on, make it tight. Open your knife. This is called border fighting, and it's only for very brave men. All right? Kill me. Go on, make your move.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cobb. I was wrong.
That's what I wanted to hear you say, Tim.
I'm sorry I hurt you, fella.
That's all right, Tim.
I guess wearing a gun doesn't make me a man.
That's true. But it takes a man to admit his mistakes.
Thank you, Chris.
Can I help you?
Find out where the Denvers are and let me know. I'll be in my office.
Mr. Cobb, the Denvers are in the saloon. Mr. Denvers?
Yeah.
Cobb's outside.
Come on out, Denvers. I'm waiting.
Where's your gun?
All I need's a whip.
You better not try to use it.
I'll use it. I want these people to understand what a really laughable little man you are.
I don't hear anybody laughing.
You look nervous, Denvers.
take one step and find out.
Come on, Danvers. Draw. Pick up your gun, Danvers. All right. I think it's about time for that little dance you were talking about.
Well, Mr. Cobb, the noon stage is waiting. The other side of the barrier.
Well, tell him to come on through, Mr. Perkins. Tell him to come on through.
Now then, folks, let's open up this town.